girl. Mm-mm-mm.
What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going
Hey,
on?
DJ,
Oh my God. You know what, y'all? I didn't even X y'all out. Y'all are still online. Oh my God.
obviously, she's a dumb one.
It's too
Shut
late. It's too late.
up. He that couldn't click the link. Uh,
That wasn't me.
okay, Amy, are we going? Okay, guys, I wanted to come on. I sent the link. I posted on my community page that I was going to bring my friends on. We were having some technical difficulties, so we're
Yeah.
going to try this again. Um, these are my friends that I was telling y'all about. You know, we go do brunch and hang out, and I've known them for many years. I'm going to bring another friend on, the honorary female that hangs with the boys. Amy, what's up? What's going on?
We all
Can
gonna
you
need a
hear us
cocktail
now?
dinner.
Hello there.
Okay.
It's it's still choppy, but I don't know what else to do.
You sound better.
I know, but y'all sound choppy to me.
Oh.
Well, we don't sound choppy to each other. It's something over there, maybe with your signal. Are you close to the
Okay.
source? Hey,
I'm
Tweety.
in the
What's up,
mood.
Lynn? Blank stare, diving. Lynn T, Michelle's daughter. What's going on, y'all? Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So
I can't see the chat.
you don't see it on the right?
No.
We don't.
Hey, Jay Don. What's going on? You can't see the chat. Do you have your laptop or your tablet, BJ, DJ?
I do.
Because you could just pull YouTube up and look at the chat from
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
I see the comments coming in.
okay, y'all see them now.
Yes,
So,
hey, Lynn. Hey,
Amy's frozen again. Hello, Amy, are you there?
I think she may have got frozen. She may have got
Amy.
frozen again. Lord, Lord, Lord.
So, y'all, so wait, hold on. BJ, what's with this? Baby, are you trying to be a mountain man?
This is the really
Mountain
fast
man.
quarantine.
Wait, what you say, BJ?
I
This
said,
is the real,
I
this
said,
is the
Mountain
aftermath of being
man.
quarantined. I just
Yes.
shaved this.
See, I need. I'm gonna shave it off this evening. The barbershops are closed.
Honey, I hope the drapes don't match the carpet.
Oh my.
No to the sun. No to the sun.
So, DJ, you were saying that
Sugar
they were
Free
they
tea. Hello,
were.
everyone. Go
Oh,
ahead. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
I was gonna say, so they have made you start. You're working only a couple of days a week now, right?
The good thing about it, I'm still getting paid for 40 hours, so I'm very blessed. Um, Work is very slow right now, but the revenue is still coming in, but very, very slowly. But it's there,
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
and
you
I'm
know,
just
here's the
to be
thing,
over.
BJ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So but you're not working overtime like you were before, right?
No, because um, the hospital just, the hospital just. These
Lord,
ain't no.
are we on a roller coaster?
Yeah,
I'm laughing at, I'm laughing at Amy.
I know, and you got me laughing. You laughing.
what if I try it on my computer? What if I try it on my computer? Because this shit is driving me. Y'all are very
Okay, you can
It's
try the
driving me
laptop.
Oh,
I don't even know what y'all laughing at.
oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
But
Oh shit.
What
Oh
is
God. I'm sorry. Oh, y'all for the oh Lord.
But extending,
Hey, Pete.
the hospital been all right. I know I haven't been getting overtime, but I'm thankful
Hey,
to be
Shauna.
my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Okay, and that's good. So y'all, because we hadn't seen each other. How long has it been?
Ooh, since my birthday. That's the last time we
Yeah,
saw each other.
it has been since your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yes, it is.
hey, Shauna. Okay, that's DJ. So we're trying.
Okay, I was like, at first I thought he didn't gave up. Welcome back, sir.
Welcome back.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like Tracy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's somebody that sings.
Able
Like,
to see
I don't
me?
hear y'all. Welcome
Rebel, are y'all
back.
saying me?
You see, Lynn, where's Amy? Amy's coming back right now.
Y'all see us over there? Y'all see us
Oh,
behind
there
me?
we go, Destiny's Child. Okay, since I'm Beyonce, which one are y'all?
Bitch, I'm Kelly.
I don't mind being Michelle. That's 20 million net worth.
Okay, see. No, we cannot Michelle's daughter. No, absolutely not. She talking about can everyone tell their ages?
Oh,
I am
no.
37. I have no issues with that. I'm
Welcome back,
37
Amy.
and I want to look good as I age.
Wait, how old are you?
I see
And I'm
you. Welcome back, baby.
Yes, my phone was doing the fool. So I was like, let me get on this here laptop and see what this
Okay,
is.
see, that's what we said at the beginning, Amy.
No, it said the phone or. So I just wanted to do the phone, goddamn
Yeah,
it.
but the laptop they tend to be better with the reception.
Or maybe you just need to upgrade your product.
No, sweetie, because yours was the only one that was acting up, not ours.
Yes.
right.
Let's keep it cute, honeys. Let's keep
Not too much, niece. Okay,
Okay, Jezebel.
guilty.
Okay, Jezebel.
Okay, that's Sarah. Amy is Sarah. Shannon the group. No,
What? You don't have
Oh yeah, Amy.
Google.
y'all able to see me clearly?
What?
Yes, we can see you clearly.
You need a little more light, DJ.
Yeah, DJ, you need more light.
Yeah, you black.
Oh my God. I got on a white shirt. Oh, Jesus. Hang on.
That ain't doing nothing for you right now, though.
No, it ain't.
Hey, Anthony McNeil. I'm on the phone. I'm up on here with my friends. These are my running buddies.
Yes,
Now,
we are the brunch crew, baby.
Okay.
Who, BJ?
All right, you got your phones out. What, Amy?
You just realized I look like a bear right now.
Amy, I asked him, did the drapes match the carpet?
It's baby. I can barely see you. You so fiery right now, Jesus.
Ooh, okay.
Sorry, honey. Sorry.
BJ.
I'm saving it this evening.
Ooh, honey.
That's why I got my bunnet on, because, baby, I know I need a good old haircut. So,
This hair is still wavy, though. I will say that.
them waves
Baby, I
chop
hope
away.
that buck mouth not like that.
Them chop away.
I'm single, but BJ has all the money. If that answers your question.
Mm.
Okay, not Tima Jackson. So y'all, with this everything going on, Amy, have you been quarantining? Have you been working?
I've been losing my mind. I've been eating.
Okay.
Dr. Now been all up on my social media talking about I see you eating, and I'm like, yeah, I probably done gained a couple pounds, but it's in the right
I think we all just sitting here, you be forgetting what day it is and everything because the days are just overlapping.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
I'm actually on FMLA, so
okay. But you know what the good thing is? It's a good time to be on FMLA. You may be able to,
it's really nice. I was going on FMLA regardless of COVID-19. My job was doing the most, and I got tired of taking people kids and back to back.
Oh, Rebel got all the money.
Yeah, because Amy works with child care, right?
Child Protective Services.
Child Protective Services. So
I was going on FMLA regardless or whatever. It just so happened it's COVID, and I'm pissed because I want the, nails done, hair done, massage. Like I had plans, and yeah, I'm looking like this, a whole bum.
Hey, Andrea, but you know what, Amy? Don't y'all miss the last time we had a good time at brunch last time? Did you like the place?
I liked the place, but I didn't like the food that much.
What about
Your
y'all?
avocado toast wasn't hitting.
It was good, but I settled.
Okay.
I settled because everything
Some
else.
of us know about that when it comes to dating.
You know what, X7?
That sure need to say Jezebel. You've been doing.
I know you did. I know, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Have you been doing some quarantine screwing? Quarantine? Desperate.
Oh, you say there don't be no cobwebs when I do get it.
Okay.
BJ, you have a question, BJ? You have a question from Noxzema Jackson, honey? Are you coming to Labor Day?
Was like DJ? Do you have a quarantine bag?
No, I'm fine. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus.
All right now.
But you know what? I think so. What are y'all views on dating right now? Doing this quarantine, even before, after, any plans?
These dating apps are the child. We've been trying.
Last night.
We've been trying. Me and Amy discussed this last night. We've been, Lord.
Of course, dating is there, but it ain't there. Like, it's not a priority.
No, Amy, was there a particular type of guy? What's your ideal guy? Looks, physical, job stability, what mainly?
Well, there's no one main. All of them is important.
But on your scale of importance, what are the top 3 things that are you looking for? All of y'all, I'm gonna ask y'all the same question.
I can't give you no top 3 because they all in the running for top 1. I mean, the looks, the attraction, the appeal, the education, the transportation, the education, the money, financial stability. I mean, all of it is important. And there's no one important than the other.
Well, I think from my own personal experience, when you're meeting someone, sometimes you can't take a lot of baggage to people when you meet them, or just try them. People go through things, you meet them, you give them a chance, you don't just chop them up at the door. Now,
well, it depends.
BJ, okay. Amy, just get you a bunch of cats, girl.
No, I do not like cats for starters. But I told my mom, I honestly think my next husband is in law school.
In law school.
All right.
You're going back to school for
how to
law,
get away
right?
with murder.
Yeah, I graduate in the summer with my master's degree, and then I'm going to law school. And
That's good for
that might
you.
be out of state.
Okay, I'm definitely. You got back off in there, and you doing the damn thing.
Well, when I take care of these children and I go to court, that's when I feel like confirmation. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because I go in there and I talk my cases. When I get put on the testifying, when I get put on the stand to testify on why I took custody, like I know my shit. I know my cases. And I be having legitimate reasons. And so it's like, and then they give you that confirmation, like, dang, she know you're like my supervisor been telling me that these attorneys would come back and say, oh, she know her case.
Well, they giving you props, Amy. Divin said, congratulations. Blank Stare said, all right, girl magic. Someone was asking how old are you, Amy?
Huh?
How old are you? Okay.
49.
33.
Amy's 33.
Let me get my
But,
charger, you guys.
So I just feel like, nah, it's a time and place for everything. Everybody wants somebody. And I just feel like obviously, of course, I would like to date and be with somebody, but it ain't my time because I'm on a mission right now. And everybody knows when you get somebody, that's when you get sidetracked. And
yeah.
you're off your game. And I've already got it in my head that I'm not going to be satisfied with myself until I finish law school.
That's
all
what's
right
up,
now.
Amy.
So, it's one of them things that, okay, yeah, it's always nice to have somebody. Of course, everybody wants somebody. Hell, I want somebody. I'm not a person that likes to be alone, but I'm not desperate and I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
All right now.
So I'm not going to settle for anything just because I want somebody.
And that's sometimes people do be sometimes people they like the idea of being in a relationship, but not what that entails. You know, they want now DJ BJ, you guys, what do y'all think? What's your views on relationships, BJ, of course?
Well, my view.
Amy. Amy. Okay. Amy. You know
what? Okay, me and BJ talked about this last night too. I said, BJ, at what point, when will you get tired of him not being physically here? Like, at some point, like, how long are you gonna go with this? Like, and it's a serious question. I know we throw shade of like, this shit be funny.
Now, wait, BJ, do you mind talking about this?
That's a no. Move on to the next topic.
Let's hold off on.
Because the thing is, DJ, but this is my thing. If you're with someone, you should be able to stand up in what you're doing. If you kind of, I don't want to say it, that means you're questioning different aspects of it.
Possibly.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair.
DJ.
Okay, DJ, batter up. Next.
Am I still too dark? Am I okay?
No,
you're all right.
Lighter.
I'm a little bit lighter?
Yes.
Okay. So the question is my thoughts on relationships.
Oh, wait. Just said, are you dating the African? Just
Ooh. Oh, Jeff, I made a drink because of you, girl. I made a drink right now.
That ain't our tears.
Okay. Amy.
That ain't our tears.
That would be
I know, right? That is not
I'll be right back. Wow.
That will be a topic for another time.
You know what? Jess is one of my moderators, and I call her the sniper. She's a sharpshooter because she be blocking.
Who?
One of my moderators on YouTube. She's on my channel.
Do you see the chat messages, Amy?
No.
If you click on the chat button, you'll see the
Amy.
Okay, I see it.
You can go like on YouTube on your phone, and you can look at the chat better.
I see it right here now. I had to click on live comments.
Yeah, and now you can see what they're saying.
That's what Jess just said. That's what Jess asking. We didn't ask it. Just asked.
No, y'all didn't, baby. That's why I said that'll be a topic for another time.
Well, BJ, we'll take that answer for this time, but next time it ain't gonna be there because, like Steven said, if you to some point to where I don't want to talk about it, it must be something that you need to reevaluate. Then
moving on.
Okay, DJ.
Hang on.
Because you know what, Amy, you know what, but I definitely feel where you're coming from because people like the idea. They want to have someone, but you got to want more for yourself. If you're going to be in a relationship, just feel that person. You can't be a person's option and you're making them a priority.
I mean, it's the truth. And I didn't believe it until being married at how a woman can lose herself in a marriage.
Oh,
I lost myself in my marriage. And
Amy, people need to hear this. They definitely like this. What you were saying? I'm sorry.
oh, um,
He wants you to Ayana them right now, baby.
Okay.
I lost myself in my marriage. And not to say that I still didn't handle business, but the stuff that I wanted to do, it got put on the back burner because, like X7 just said, I was so into him, and I didn't that reciprocation did not come back. He did not reciprocate that, and then that's when stuff started to fail. Because me going to law school, like that's like my biggest regret. Everybody knows that. That's like my biggest regret that I'm just now saying, okay, I'm gonna go to law school when that's something I should have did already. But being married and not necessarily want that fairy tale, but just trying to keep your husband. I mean, he wasn't doing nothing, no infidelity or anything like that. It's that manhood, baby. That manhood was struggling, okay? And so I was doing the womanhood and the manhood together. I was pulling all of it. And so it's very easy to get lost in your marriage. Very easy. And you so focused on wanting to keep your marriage to where you don't realize what it's doing to you as a person, as a woman, or as a man, because sometimes men lose themselves in their marriages too, but you just never know because you so caught up in, I want my marriage to work. I don't want to be part of the statistics of failed divorces, failed marriages and stuff. All that was going through my head. You can ask BJ, all that was going through my head. The embarrassment or whatever. But when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you be like, all right, let's cut to the chase. So
how long were y'all together, Amy?
10 years.
See, that's a long period.
We was together 10 years and we were married for 5 years. And of course, some other stuff transpired. Like I said, I've never, how people say a woman's intuition. I never had that feeling of him cheating. I never had that feeling. It was just more so the struggling manhood. And he wanted me to do everything. And I kind of feel like some of it is cultural. Because for those of you who don't know, mine was a Hispanic. And I don't think he fully understood a strong Black woman.
Okay. Hello?
Well.
And so, and I think he didn't know how to handle it. He had in his mind that I was going to be at home, cooking his food, doing all that. Nah, bro.
Things that his mother had done for him, so he expected a woman to emulate his mother, probably, most likely.
At some point, I felt like his mama. But that's part of being lost in your marriage.
Yeah.
I end up feeling like his mom because I was showing him and telling him things that his parents should have did. But he didn't really have that. Hell, his mom was uneducated. She didn't know shit, But needless to say, it took me to go through that to understand why I should have been and to know now, don't let nobody else knock you off your game. That's why I go back to, everybody wants somebody. Of course I want to be with somebody. Hell, I'm getting old. I don't have no kids, But
that's right.
Bless you.
Because trust me, people done threw themselves at me. And BJ caught it. People done threw their stuff at me, and it's just like, no, that's a desperate move, and I'm not gonna do it. Because the next time I'm still not into this, one night stand and all this kind of stuff. Because I know my worth, and that's something else I had to gain too. Figuring out, Amy, what's your worth again? Because I lost that in my marriage. It's easy, and you can ask BJ. I'm just now to a point in my life to where I could actually talk about it. Because at first, I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want nobody asking me about my marriage. Where's your husband? Like, I used to get on defensive mode, or I'll leave and go cry. because that's how embarrassing it was. But now that I'm coming to terms on who Amy was and where Amy is supposed to be in life, it's becoming easier and easier to talk about.
But that was a major step, even Amy, when you got CPS. You know, just doing that, leaving the hospital, and the other job you have, I forgot where you worked at after that.
In the stadium.
In the stadium. So when you got the CPS job and then you decided, because people sometimes wait to later in life to have career changes. So what you're going to be getting your master's. You know, I think you will definitely, you will accomplish all that you're setting out to do because you have a really good work ethic.
Honestly, I thank you for that, but honestly, I just feel like if I was still married with him, I wouldn't be where I'm at.
Because you would have been carrying the burden of him as well.
Right. He took a lot from me. Financially, mentally, emotionally, everything you could think of. He took a lot from me.
Oh, they see Arab, they like it. They like it. Amy, you got some definitely supporters in the chat.
Oh, okay. I said, thank y'all. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come.
Oh, BJ, that's your turn to chime in. Okay.
But yeah, y'all, I mean, you know, it become a blessing. It's becoming a testimony to me. More so in the past, it was embarrassment. It was a lot of embarrassment. You know.
And you know what, Amy? And you know what? It's good to become an advocate like that for other people who was going through that. It's good that you can be the source to help them get out of that. You know, because I haven't been in your shoes, but I can only imagine how it feels to be married for 10 years. And you was like, well, 10 years ago, I said yes. 10 years ago, I used to be in love. What happened? You know, so to keep that bottled up inside you, it talk to about it, it kind of helps you overcome what you're going through. And what you don't realize is that you're helping somebody else that might be going in that situation.
Right.
So I commend you for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank all y'all, actually. But it took a long time for me to get to this point. And that's why I go back to say, when you asked about dating, yeah, of course I want somebody. Who doesn't? You know, but I'm not desperate and I'm not going to get knocked off my game again. So if that takes me have to be single and log on to bedroom candy, then so be it.
All right now. People didn't catch that, but that's all right.
I just have to block somebody because we had a troller come in here.
I saw that.
So, okay, bye-bye. You got 2 tickets for a drink as well. Get the hell up out of here.
I guess I missed it. I guess
saw that.
But, okay, so, now, DJ, now what about you as far as, you know, now where are you at as far as dating? Are you interested?
Well, you know what? Somebody had asked earlier in the chat, and I wasn't able to get to it. They asked me, why was I single? And I guess I could say that I'm single by choice. I'm just not really. First of all, I need this COVID to be over so we can get back to our normal lives, but I will get there later. But anyways, you know what? That comment that you just blocked is kind of irritating. I can't believe that somebody would have the audacity to do that.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I hate that because I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, now someone's they had the N-word.
It was a person in
the chat.
Okay, everybody talking at once. I can't hear. I got
Go, Rebel. You
I was saying that they were saying the N-word in the chat.
Yes.
But
like why?
But anyways, we just have to let God deal with them. You know, it's nothing. I can't help that people don't like a certain race or a certain type of people. That's between them and God.
DJ, the thing is, when you come on YouTube, those people run in packs. So don't even pay them no mind. I blocked them. They're gone. They come back, they'll get blocked. But so now back to what you were saying beforehand.
You might want to pay attention again because I see something else. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, but I don't want us to just focus on that. Let's keep talking.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
agree because that's
So
dust. Let-
so my question was based on relationships.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, and this is a mistake that even I've made, and I'm sure a lot of us made this mistake. Let's not get into relationships because we're just tired of being lonely. Because if that's the reason, you are entering a relationship for all the wrong reasons. And
Mhm.
you know, you have to realize that when you enter relationships, it's going to take some work. You have to be willing to compromise. You know, you might feel like, well, I am who I am. I'm too old to change, and this, that, and the other. Well, that might be part of the reason why you're single. Because just like when it comes, just like it takes some compromising, it also takes some sacrificing. So some things you just kind of have to be willing to sacrifice to make things work. Hey, maybe I need to cut back on drinking. Maybe I need to cut back on hanging out with my boys or with my girls. Whatever it is
Oh,
that is hindering you from being in a healthy relationship, you have to just basically check yourself. Is what I'm saying. And you know, you just can't give well, you give your 50, I'm gonna give my 50. No, you don't want to half-ass give anything. You want to give your all, your 100, and then I give my all, and we make it work. So I think once you kind of change your tune in your mind of how relationships should go, I think the better off we would be.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Valid point.
definitely, and I do
Yes,
think
sir.
that people sometimes you have to love yourself enough not to.
You have to love yourself. Don't
Yeah.
get into a relationship because this person has a good job. This person lives with a nice suburb area. You know, this person is well known. You know, you're getting into that relationship for all the wrong reasons. You're getting into that relationship because you need validation for someone to love you. You can't do that if you don't love yourself.
Mm-hmm. Been there, done that.
That's right.
Charged.
But you just have to, and sometimes when you take that time out, people do have to just learn, take time, be single, learn to love yourself. Don't, because you see these relationships, a lot of times people have been together 20 years and hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and they still don't want to
That's
let
right.
each other go.
You stand together because you have kids, or, you're holding on to the idea of what you have, but it's a facade. It's not real.
That's true.
That's right.
Y'all right
So
about that. Mm-mm-mm.
now, what about your values on friendships, Rebel? Starting with you.
I think that you have to, when you have friendships, sometimes you got to be careful not to make it one-sided. Or what can be irritating if you're talking to someone as a friend and they don't hear anything you're saying, but you hear all their problems. Like if I'm talking to you and I can tell you what our conversation was about, but you can't tell me what I've told you about myself.
Right.
Like, they'll call you and they'll vent about what's going on, and you'll give input and everything, but when you need them to listen to you, and I've had this happen throughout the years, that it's almost as if they're just going by the motions, just acting as if they're listening, and you can ask them what we were talking about. Remember? Or they'd be like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. You'd be like, what the hell? You remember what?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Just thank you
Right,
for doing
okay.
that. I'm reading the comments and I'm seeing everything that's going on. Thank you for doing that. Just Lavon said that most people don't even know their own triggers. I think that can go either way. I think people know what sets them off. If I'm answering your question, I think people know what sets them off, but at the same time, I think people don't realize. I think that they don't want to accept the fact of what sets them off, and I think they want to play the victim. Well, you shouldn't have did this because it made me mad. And sometimes, I guess what I'm saying is that some people can come across offensive, while the other person can be like, "Okay, you just crying over spilled milk." So you have to know where the line divides. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but you have to also be understanding that people have been raised differently, because someone will
Exactly.
come from a of people that never hugged each other or never said they love you. You know, they don't speak like that. They'll say it. You just know I love you. But some people
Right.
need to hear that.
Yes, second. Right. I'm listening.
Mm-hmm. I hear
You
you.
know, my biggest thing is loyalty.
That's right.
I'm so big on loyalty. If you ain't got loyalty and you can't reciprocate the love, the respect, the honesty, if you can't reciprocate what I'm getting, what I'm giving to you, then we don't have a friendship. I mean, it's just the same thing as as being in an actual relationship with a significant other, you know. But in regards to friendship, I'm so big on loyalty. I'm so big on supporting one another, and being there for one another. You know, it doesn't always have to be financially to be there for somebody. Somebody just need a friend to talk to, or just say, "Hey, can you know what? I'm feeling down. Can you just come over and just be some company? I don't care if we don't do nothing." You know, so loyalty is like the biggest thing ever. And to me, the key to who a person really is. And if you cannot see the loyalty in them, then it's like, then you gonna question your friendship with them. You know,
That's right.
and that's the worst thing to do, is to question a,
That's right.
you know.
That's
And
right.
so everybody who I come in contact with, I make sure that I made it clear that I'm big on loyalty and I'm big on supporting one another. It don't need to be a
Yeah.
one way thing to where I'm always showing up to your events and, you know, doing everything you
Right.
want to do. But then when I propose something or I got something going on, you got every excuse in the book. Okay, I'm
Right.
questioning your loyalty. You're not loyal.
Right.
And I think it's
And
different
you're very
levels.
welcome.
I think it's
Right.
different levels because,
Mhm.
for example, sometimes you could be friends with people, but don't be my friend when it's convenient for you to be my friend.
Mm.
If you're holding things back from me and you can't talk to me about things, if you're in, like, you could talk to our, like, you may be closer with BJ because y'all known you know, y'all known each other. You've known him longer than us. But if we're all friends, your friendship is different with BJ because I'm sure you'll tell him things that you wouldn't tell me and DJ.
Right, but
You
loyalty
know, that's
to bring us out. Loyalty is what bring us all together. Because when everybody has something, we all show up. We all support. You know, so I understand what you're saying. You and BJ
because
have been friends for longer and all that, which is a true fact. But there's something that brings us all together on why we keep having brunch, why we meet up at each other's house and stuff. So it has to be a common denominator.
but with
Yeah.
that being
It has to
said,
be
though,
it has to be a connection there. Hey, Suki.
there could be a
Right.
connection, but what I'm saying is be friends, but if you don't talk on the phone, y'all don't call each other and talk that much, you really don't know too much about the person. You know, I think if you have, like, for example, if you and BJ something, your friendship with BJ is different than your friendship with me. So BJ is more obligated, I think, to do things. I would do things with each other before we would do anything all together. That's all I'm saying, because we haven't gotten to that. The reality of it is we're friends. I consider you a friend, but we're not the same. Our closeness is not like you and BJ's. That's, you know.
Right. But
Right.
that goes back to that understanding of, is that something we trying to work towards? And if it is, that's when that support and that loyalty need to kick on in.
And
You
that has
know?
to be on both parts.
Right.
It has to be, because I've seen people say, you know, well, you know, I'm not you're not my friend because you didn't do this. I'm like, well, damn, we don't even talk on the phone, and you got this obligation.
Right.
You feel that
Right.
I'm obligated to you, but we haven't established that level of a friendship yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Right.
That's true.
if I can't, because people are quick to say that's my friend, but if you're talking about things going on in your life and you're only talking to BJ, or DJ is only talking to BJ and not me, the thing is, you have a comfort level that you don't have with me. So you know what I'm saying? It's like that's
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I agree because Rebel, I'm like that with you, Rebel. I mean, I have a extra comfort level with you versus over Zeke and anybody. But I love all of my people. I love all of y'all, and I make sure that we all get together. But when I'm going through something or if something's bothering me, Rebel, you would be the first person I call because I just have that connection with you. You know, Amy might be the first person that BJ calls. She just has that connection. But on the same token, we all are really a good circle, and I love us. And I wouldn't trade us nothing for anything in the world. It's just how
build
it
on
is.
your friendships.
Huh?
Yeah. I said you just build. It's about building up on your friendship.
Yeah. You know, and you know what? It's just like that's how it is. Even in your family, you might have a lot of cousins, but you might have that one or two cousins that you just extra close with. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, you might have 4 or 5 aunts or 4 or 5 uncles, but you got that one uncle that you always cling to, or that one aunt. It's the same thing. And it doesn't mean that you don't love nobody no more or no less. You just have that one that you just kind of give a little extra to. That's all that is.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, and I'm glad, and I can actually brag and say that throughout all of, as long as I've known y'all, there has never been an issue with any one of us. We have never had a problem because of that, and I commend y'all for that.
Why, thank you, kind sir. But Amy, what about this? Because it's a lot of women. This sector that we're in is primarily 90% women. Now, from a woman's perspective, how was it for you hanging around a bunch of gay men?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm saying.
that will vary from different people's comfort level.
Right.
Okay. My comfort level, even if it wasn't a bunch of gay men, I'm friends with men first anyway. Not to be the biggest hoe or whatever the case may be. It's just that I have a strong personality. And I am very straightforward, cut and dry, handed to you raw on a silver platter. Okay. And throughout my experience with females, it don't sit well with them. And we don't never see eye to eye. You know, and I just got tired of all the arguing and the bickering. You know, granted, my mom talks about me a lot because she's like, you're never going to find a man because you're always around men. And, you know, they think I'm dating, you know, another man would probably think I'm dating one of y'all, you know, because they don't know that y'all gay. You know what I mean? But it really depends on a person's comfort level. Myself, I prefer to be around men, whether you're gay or straight, because it's just easier. You don't have to try to fit in. You're not competing against them. You know, it's just too much to be trying to be friends with a female. I just find it too much. You know what I'm saying? You got to prove yourself to them, and I just ain't got time for it. But with the men, I like it more so because I learn from them. Believe it or not, I be learning from y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you know, different point of views from a man. You know, of course, like you said earlier, Steven, we don't really probably talk.
A rebel.
Rebel.
You know what? I just want to intervene on something. I didn't get a chance to catch it, but Suki had put on there earlier in the comments, and I hope I'm saying the name right. I apologize if I'm not. Yeah. But Suki made a very interesting comment. She said, "Don't use the word friend so loosely," and I think that's a very good point that she brought up. And somebody else, I think it was ATL, somebody, I can't think of the name right now, said that associates versus friends, and that was a very good comment too. I just couldn't address that at the time, but I did see it. And Suki, you're very right. I think we use the word friends very loosely because there's a lot of people that I meet when I go to somebody's gatherings, like, you know, Rebels having a gathering, or, you know, there's a lot of people there, but you notice the one word that I said was in our circle. and BJ, Amy, Rebel, exactly who I'm talking about when I say in our circle. So I think we do use the word friend a lot it's just as a comfort word. When in reality, okay, we just met these people, they cool. Yeah, I know them through these people. I see them when I go out, and we just call each other friends. I know who we are. Oh, thank you so much. I'm saying it right.
On the flip side of that, how would you feel? Okay, so you saying don't use friends so loosely. Okay, so
I was addressing, and I understand what she said. We're quick to say, oh yeah, that's my friend, but I don't want anybody to feel X'd out. I think that's the reason why, because there are some people that I really don't know, but I only know them through the gatherings, and I might say, oh yeah, we friends or whatever, but they're just not really in my circle. Like,
okay, so then would you say, oh yeah, I know him, he's an associate?
No, but
that's why
you use that term just to be polite a lot of times.
Exactly. That's why I use the terminology friend. I know I use that.
Because the minute you call somebody an associate, which is what you're saying, really. If you're not a friend, you're an associate. If you're not an associate, then shit, you nothing. But that word associate, it can come off offensive. And I think it
can come out offensive.
And I think that's why the people use the friend word loosely, because that was being called an associate or being introduced. Oh yeah, this is DJ. He's my associate.
Right.
Like, that don't even sound right. That don't sound. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I understand. And it's a
Southern thing. Southern people tend to be polite, but it's not just you were raised to be polite, but you're just using that as a cover because I don't consider everyone my friend, but like DJ was saying, it's just that, and what you were saying as well, Amy, it's rude to say. To me, it's a little rude to say associate, but it's really, if they can't tell you much about your family, they don't know anything about siblings. It's kind of like y'all are friends loosely, or you're working on a friendship.
Right.
Levon just said, how about we cool? Why would you want to invite somebody to where you're just cool? Think about how that sounds when you introduce them to somebody. Whether it's your mom, y'all at a family reunion or whatever, you say, oh, this is DJ, we cool. Like, why would you want to invite somebody around to something and just to say we cool? Like, to me, that's still a chop at the knees. Like,
but I think, but we be polite sometimes to someone because people be sensitive, Amy, about that kind of stuff. But if people are
go ahead, Rebel.
I was gonna say, but we're being polite. But the reality of it is, if you're not giving more of yourself and I'm not giving more of myself, we are not at that level. We're not close friends. I would say friends, but then I refer to people as my close friends. They generally know things about me and we talk on the phone more, or, we're not really guarded with each other. That's what I mean,
Right. And to answer Levon's question about how we cool, I think that depends on the individual. Amy might take offense to that. Me, on the other hand, I wouldn't, because to me, and everybody's different, BJ, which is very quiet, because I'm gonna get to you next. You real quiet. You was in quarantine. But here's the thing, because you know what? I am one of those that use that word. Oh yeah, we cool. We cool. To me, that's like saying, oh yeah, this is my homeboy. This is my homegirl. We cool. But that's just the way my mind functions. Somebody else might perceive that differently. I think that's why you just kind of have to know how to adapt to different people's personality. Right. Because what flies golden with me might not fly golden with somebody else. That's so true. It's just it's not a right or wrong answer to that question. I think it depends on the individual.
We're raised differently. We're all raised a different way. So your idea, what you're saying, is not right or wrong. Amy may feel strongly about that, whereas I may see it totally different, as well as with BJ and DJ. Because BJ, everyone is BJ's friend.
That's what I was about to get. That's what I was about to get to. Lord, when you said
okay,
I would not want to like, for the record, don't invite me if I'm just gonna be your associate when you introduce me to people. Because it's like if we're not at the friend level and we ain't at the best friend level, but we associates, then don't invite me just to introduce me as, oh, this is Amy, my associate. Because if I'm just your associate, I shouldn't be coming around your family. I shouldn't be, getting introduced or meeting your closest people if I'm just your associate. So to me, if we just at the associate level, then I shouldn't be coming around your house, your family, or no, if we just associates. Because you bring friends and close friends and best friends around those type of people. Because then at that time, you letting them inside your life. So, I mean, gotta be careful with that.
Suki.
Yeah, Suki and Jay Dunn said, we cool means, and I'm cool with you. I think sometimes people can look too deep into that.
That's right. That's right.
Right. And so why use a term that can be misconstrued?
But it's misconstrued by who? Because people look at it differently. Because
right. And that's the problem.
Now, I agree with Amy. That's the problem. But I would say, that's where communication comes in.
That's gonna be that we already know everybody have their own perspective of things. So why would you want to use a term that can be misconstrued?
Because you're gonna misconstrue it. That's you, Amy. That's you misconstruing it. Because if I say it, this is how I feel, and you feel how you feel, that doesn't make it right or wrong.
Right, but it still leaves room for anybody, not just me, anybody to misconstrue it.
But people look at it differently.
That's the problem. So why use a word that everybody can use differently?
Because they may just take it how you take it. If they say, what if that person doesn't mind you saying we cool? Maybe that's the verbiage that they use as well. We are. I think.
What's your thought? I said BJ.
Me? BJ.
Well, me, y'all know with me being a social butterfly of everybody, like I said, I'm friendly. If you let me, I will halfway invite the world, and that's why sometimes
Georgia B.
Who you inviting, like I don't want to be around everybody, like she'll be like, even my family be like that now. They'll be like, who are you inviting? Because you're going to invite half this city over here, and we don't know them people. But I guess, like y'all say, that's just when communication come in with me.
Exactly.
Like I call everybody friend, but I try to not let them get it twisted. That if they thinking we're on a different level than what we are, then I just clarify that to them. Yeah. I try to say, these are my best friends. This is my inner circle, whatever like that. And then me and you are just friends. We just cool. We whatever we want it to be or whatever. And if you're looking for more than that, then
you know what?
Lynn T has a damn good point. Lynn T has a damn good point. And that's exactly what I would do.
Yes. That's it.
Thank you. That's the end. The conversation is done.
That's what's up.
Lynn T just nailed it.
I was introducing my name.
Fuck it.
Straight up.
Thank you, Georgia B. Just I love y'all comments too. But Lynn T, this is BJ, this is Amy, this is Rebel. Period. No emotions. Goddamn. This is BJ. Period. Okay.
Right. Introduce them.
And she said it right. She said it right. Now, our next topic, Rebel. Now, for real, our next topic.
Right.
I'm got to hear
the nail in the coffin on now.
Yeah, she put the nail in the coffin.
Name and keep it moving.
Amy.
Let's talk it, Rebel.
Period.
This is something that we've been addressing. This is something that we've been talking about in this sector. And Amy, you would be the perfect person because the women in the sector had an issue a while back because of the word, the B word. The B word versus the F word. Now, because you and I have never talked about this. What do you think? Do you think the B word and the F word are similar or are they used the same?
Well, how would you? Okay, the B word obviously is bitch. The F word is what? Fuck?
No.
With the T on the end. With a derogatory term for gay men.
Oh, okay. Faggot.
Mm-hmm.
say those words over here. I'll flag you, you know.
Flag me all day, but if you're gonna bring up a topic, let's
They
stay.
gonna flag me. Okay.
Oh, they
They
will
gonna
flag you.
Yes.
Because some words are not they don't want
Okay.
it, you know, cyberbullying and all that.
So you're asking me, is there a difference?
Yeah, to you,
mean,
you
they-
feel it's a difference, or are they the
When you
same?
hear the B word, is that derogatory or is it empowerment, derogatory? How do you feel about it?
It depends on how you use it. Really and truly, we shouldn't be using neither one of those words, period. Really and truly, let's be real. But on the flip side of that, everybody does. So,
Oh, and the N word, that's the other word.
Ooh.
yeah, you're killing me. Okay, so let's address the B word. The B word, it can be misconstrued just like that F word in the gay community can be, you know, very offensive. Obviously we all need to refrain from it. I'm very guilty with the B word, but when I use the B word, it's like get it big, you know what I'm saying? It's like crunchiness, you know what I'm saying? But I don't recall, you know, being mad at somebody and saying, "Oh, you be," you know, that part is a no. You know, but again, it goes back to one of them words that can be misconstrued. You know.
But the argument that I was saying over here was because some people were saying, well, y'all, the F word is the same as B word, but us as gay men, when have you heard someone use the F word? Do we say, hey, F? Do we say that word to each other?
No.
No, but well, I would keep that to myself, but no, we don't. No, we don't.
Is it a word that's ever? Because if someone calls you that, because when you say B, we may say it to each other, but it's like, what's up, B? You know, B, let me tell you what happened. That's different. You don't say F, let me tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not the same as far as how they weigh.
No, they're not the same, but I can see how people can see it as the same. Calling a gay man the B word and calling a gay man the F word. Both of them is a female.
That's right.
But we don't look at, I personally don't look at the B word being offensive to me like the F word. Now, DJ, BJ, what about y'all?
I don't have a problem with the B word because Pooh said earlier, and she left in the comments that B is a great word. And you know, y'all my B's. I don't care what anybody in here say, but we don't use the F word. Including you, and all y'all my B's, and I better be y'all B's right back.
Okay. Jay Dunn, I'll say Jay Dunn also, there was another word that was used besides the N word. Okay, do you ever hear gay men call women fish? What do you think of that word?
Oh Lord.
Have you ever heard that, Amy? You never heard it.
She might not know that word.
No, that's what I'm saying. What's your experience with the word?
That it's a gay female, the feminine side.
But okay, you think of it as like a gay female.
When I hear the word fish in the gay community, I correlate it to a stud and fish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see.
Again, that's one of the words. Y'all bringing up these words that can be misconstrued. When she said, well, I saw that in the comment. Fish. When I saw fish, I said, okay, stud and fish. Now, if there is a different meaning for the fish, again, perceptive.
Right.
Words that can be misconstrued. So obviously, there is a different meaning for this fish word that I never heard of.
Well, because some women in the sector, they were saying the gay men referred to them as fish, and they didn't like to be referred to as fish. But Amy, you called you fish.
No.
So, but BJ, DJ, what do y'all think about the word fish?
If I
was getting called fish,
if I was getting called fish, because of my understanding of what a fish is, my response will be, well, I'm not a gay girl.
And see, they don't, when they say fish, they don't mean it. A lot of gay men don't mean it as a gay girl.
Right.
They're
No, we don't. No, we don't. Because whenever I say fish, sometimes I can be that as just another flamboyant dude. And I'm saying fish. It don't really always mean gay girl to me.
See, I didn't know that.
But like you said, the word can be misconstrued. It can go either way. It can go either way.
Right. Yeah, like DJ was saying, fish in general, like except was saying, I guess most gay men in general, they come. I'm getting tongue tied, child. Tongue tied.
Hallelujah, speaking tongues.
Go ahead, but I want to comment on Levon. She brought up a big point. Go ahead.
Okay, so I say in general, most gay men equate fish to fish. You know, like those fish up there. You know, women. There's usually they just look at that as women. But even though women
don't like to be called fish,
right? But like DJ was saying, normally that's what gay men sometimes look at, and that's a term that they use them. Like he says, a feminine pronoun. So, or you see a dude in heels with a purse or something like that, and some of them have the feminine quality. And you're like, oh, well, they go fish, you know. And then some people like,
I said, you told a drag queen, if you told a drag queen, girl, you look like fish, they'd be like, really, bitch? You know what?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But you know what, Levon? I think you should never call a female a B. You never call them other than what the name that their mother gave them. It's just pure disrespect.
That's what I want to say. Levon, she made up a big point. Is it okay if a dude call, what if a man calls a woman a B word? Well, if a man calls a woman a B word, that's offensive. See, it all goes back to them words that can be misconstrued if it's used by the wrong people.
Right.
Okay.
That goes with the N word as well.
Same thing. Those are all those vocabulary words that really and truly we need to refrain from.
We need to burn them.
I agree.
The mixed message and the mixed signals it can send. So,
I agree.
If a man calls me a B, we got all kind of problems. Because
you got Megan Thee Stallion with her new song now up there. I'd rather be a B, baby, because that's what you're gonna call me anyway.
I wouldn't own that. I wouldn't own that though. I wouldn't own that.
Exactly.
I never want to be labeled as, titled as, or named as the B word. Okay, so
exactly.
When a dude call me a B, I'm gonna always take it offensive because men is supposed to be taught to look at their women and call their women a queen and stuff.
Okay,
and so
that's right.
When you call me a B, you belittling me, and we got a problem.
That's right.
Okay, so
that's right.
These vocabulary words, I'm telling you, it's all on perspective. It's all on the way they're used and who it's used by. Because
who's that kind of man be a queen?
Yes, in a gay world, yes, they can. All things is possible in the gay world. They can be a queen. Pooh said that.
Like Portia, who said that?
Who said that?
Yeah. Yes. And you know what?
We just really need to be careful on these type of words and who you use them with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you really do.
Just think about it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm just putting it out there, me and BJ, we cool, but what if I don't know, a scenario. I don't know. What if me and his mama get into it one day and I'm like, man, that B again. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you used it.
Exactly. It's how you use it and who you use it at. And so that goes back to if a dude call me a B, I'm gonna always be offensive. I don't even care if he say, "Oh, that's a bad bitch." No, I don't even.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's you know what I'm saying? So I would never own the word bitch. I would never own it. It's bad that I'm like, "Oh, get it, bitch." I do that. I'm guilty of it. But to say, man, you a whole bitch. You a whole B. Never.
I think it depends on how you use it. It depends on because it can come off rude if you use it in the rude way, or or it could come out fun. Like, get it, bitch. It depends on how you use it.
Right.
But if you have a mother, if you have a sister, a daughter, you don't ever want nobody to call them a B word. You
Right.
just
Yeah.
don't.
That's true.
Period. You don't.
Come on now, period.
Suki,
Period.
how about the word hoe?
Now, next topic. Oh, hoe. I didn't see who. I didn't see that one.
Said hoe.
They spelled it Heaux.
Oh, hoax.
Oh, maybe they made
Amy?
Huh?
What you think about that word?
I can't elaborate on that.
I don't think that word is used in any positive light.
It's not.
I haven't seen. It's not. It's yeah.
It's not. There's no good way to put that, and that's a no for me.
Suki, I'm not gonna play with you right now. she just be typing.
Yeah, she said.
now look. Here's the question from Pooh.
During sex.
Oh no.
That's a no for me. No. Because if you think about it, if the dude calling the girl a B word during sex, that means he calling you a whole dog. So that means you effing a dog. That sounds stupid.
That's a way to look at it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not a dog, so no. Calling me a B word during sex is a whole no. If anything, you have to sex with your queen. Your one and only. You better start saying some shit like that, because that no. It's a no.
Amy said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And you guys, if the panel, if the viewers have questions that they want to ask, please go ahead and bring it up.
Yeah,
You know, so we can address
I
it.
like the way y'all commenting and stuff. Y'all very
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
I like that.
Yes, we appreciate y'all being interactive.
It's really good stuff. But I do want to kind of bring up the next topic, Rebel, if you don't mind.
Be my guest.
It's a very important topic. Amy, BJ, it's a very important topic, and I'm gonna get there in a second. How do you feel on the COVID attack the minority culture in America? What is your input on that?
Well, we talked about it before that minorities are getting the short end of the stick because of sometimes the lower income. They're turning black away at the hospitals because they're misdiagnosing them. And sometimes we wait and we try to wait things out to see if it's just a cold until it gets too serious. But then what about, it's just a social economic status. People are scared to go to the hospital because they may not have money to go to insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, Gigi. Right.
I just think it's all a political stunt. I mean, and sadly, it's putting people's lives at risk. But if you think about it, when President Obama was in office, what broke out when he was in office?
Was it the swine? Not the swine.
Ebola.
Zika virus.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Oh, yes, Ebola did pop up.
Think back again. When George Bush Jr. was in office, what broke out? The Zika and the H1N1.
Okay.
So I started and then now it's starting to make more sense because now they started saying that they've been told Trump that this was gonna come back in November and he ignored it. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, although it's putting people's lives at risk, I just really think that this is a presidential stunt. Because if you recognize every time it's time to revote for a new president, something break out. Because President Obama, he gave those stimulus checks because it happened around the same time. He gave us those that stimulus money on our refunds when he was in office when Ebola broke out. And so it just seems to me as a presidential stunt.
But I think it's too many people.
But you know what, Rebel?
Too many people are affected by it because someone knows someone that has had it or has a family member that's passed away from it.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I say this though? Of all the outbreaks that Amy has mentioned, yes, they're very true, but none of them has been this catastrophic to shut the rodeo down, to shut the Epic Festival down, the NBA. It's extremely a powerful virus. And I just want to tell y'all this, and I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart to Black America, Latin
Come
America,
on,
to
Light
America,
Bulb.
period. No, but I'm serious. Now listen to me. They want to open the country back up on May 1st. Stay your ass in the house until this blows over. It's not going to be over by May 1st. Don't run your ass
No,
to the
it's not.
club.
It's not.
You're
Don't
right.
go out to eat. Because you know what's going to happen? It's going to make the numbers rise back up. Now, I understand that the president wants to get the country back up and running because a lot of people, they're out of jobs. People that's working at retail stores like Kohl's and Marshalls and Ross and Cheddar's, Gringos, restaurants. Yes, they do need jobs, and I understand that. But if we know that we are the primary targets of this virus, still take precaution, at least for the next 2 or 3 months, you guys. It is not that serious to go out and risk your life. Don't do it.
Thank you, Levon, for that clarification. Because people going in talking about a stunt. Yes, I'm talking about a government plan, even a government thing to win over presidential. That's exactly what I mean. You know, it's sad that it's putting people's lives at risk, but it's a fact. You know,
it is.
I don't condone it, and of course, I'm still following the rules like everybody else is supposed to be following the rules. But do I think it's some underlying scheme to it? I absolutely do.
And yes, like y'all said, y'all, that blacks and minorities have been getting the short end of the stick when it comes to this COVID-19 stuff. Like Rebel was saying, due to not having a lot of insurances, not some working retail jobs or Tuesday morning, different jobs where the insurance is not the best. So when you go to these hospitals and these things, that they give you the bare minimum treatment, you know, because they realize what kind of insurance you have. So they're like, well, we can't just do everything that we feel like we want to do because we, you know, your insurance ain't gonna be able to pay for all of that, and you sure can't pay for it. So we're gonna do the best we can, and then, you know, discharge you or something like that. And then we have illegal immigrants and different other people here in our country who it may be affecting, and then, you know, they can't get insurances or they can't get the, you know, proper health care like they would like to due to stuff like this. So,
but you know what, BJ, what's happened also is when this crossed over out of, at first, people were saying black people didn't get it. And then you had the NBA player to get it. And then it's crossed lines. Because remember back in the 80s, when AIDS first hit, it was the unseen people, the gay people. You know, it was supposed to be maybe a white gay man's disease. But then when it crossed over into black people and white straight people, it became, we really have to address this now because it's not their disease, it's our disease.
And you know, another reason why I kind of say it's like a stunt from the government or what have you is because they've been saying China, it done flat line for them. Remember, but that's where it originated from. So how all of a sudden they cure and we still full blown and 100% in effect? That don't sound stunt-ish to you?
You're muted, DJ.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Your mic is not connected.
But yeah, like how all of a sudden the country where it originated from is all of a sudden free from it, and we still down here getting hit. That don't sound kind of weird to y'all? Like, DJ, you muted. Can't nobody hear you. We can't hear you.
Somebody type it in the comments.
If you can see it, we can.
Okay. Well, nah, just hit us 3.
But yeah. But I think, or do all y'all have your mask?
Yeah, I have some at home just in case. Yeah, we do. We bought a few if we need to.
Amy, you said no.
Because I also live by this. Yes, the COVID-19. Oh, there you go.
Welcome back, sir.
I
Now, okay.
What you saying, Amy?
I don't have a mask. More so because I feel like this. I'm not gonna keep walking in fear. You know, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Not to say I'm out here doing stupid stuff and being all around people and I ain't doing none of that. No, but you know, when I do go out in public, I don't have on a mask and I don't have on gloves, but I have hand sanitizer in my car. And when I come home, I go and wash my hands. So no, I'm not gonna walk in fear. I'm just not gonna do that. You know, am I gonna take precautions and be mindful? Of course.
So just like having sex, you're gonna have condoms.
Yeah, but it's again, you choose to wear the mugs or you don't. You know.
For those of us that are having sex, you know, and those of us that are not.
But I mean, when I do want to cover up my mouth or something or whatever, because you know they've been threatening about giving people tickets and fines for not being properly covered. You know, I have a scarf. You know the scarf that you wear in the winter. I wrap it around my cover it here.
Looking like a Liberian girl.
Or I just go buy me a hijab.
Okay, hijab.
A hijab. You
Yeah.
know, I'm just not gonna walk in fear like that. I'm just not. That's just my perspective.
And everybody, you know, and people do have. I have the mask. You still have to ask. Do you spray Lysol when you get coins, change? You know, so you're touching things. Some way you're gonna. It's just be clean. Close your mouth. You know, I generally don't touch my mouth and everything after, you know, if my hands are not washed anyway. But, you know, I think this is going to blow over, but it's just right now we're at a we weren't prepared for it. But, you know, even, you know, people are losing their jobs. Then the 1,200 stimulus, that didn't do anything for a lot of people.
Right. You're right.
So, you know.
And you know, let me do that real quick, y'all, just because let me say something on that stimulus check. Do right by that money and pay your bills, pay your car loan, pay your light bill, pay your insurance, whatever. Do not go out there buying snow crabs and all this lobster tails and stuff. Do the right thing. Serious. Y'all can hold on, my phone. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all can laugh all y'all, but y'all got to do the right thing with this money.
Yes.
That's true.
Don't get them crab legs and don't go to Papa Do's and spit it off.
It's no crab and all that hot dollar wine and stuff. Yo, man, pay your bills.
That a day, you ain't ate that a day in your life. Stop playing.
Baby,
Exactly.
Lavonna said, look, unfortunately, it does take an epidemic thing like this to slap people in the face and to learn to wash your darn hands because you wasn't washing them before. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's true. And then that stimulus check, it only touched some of people's bills. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And to me, that feels like a slap in the face for the people who like really $1,200 and I got a mortgage that's $1,250. You showed me $50. Run me my money. Run me.
Right. ATM chick, not the crab legs. Look, y'all haven't gotten mine yet. Everybody got their check but mine.
And shit, everything closed down anyway, so you might as well save it. My motto is out of sight, out of mind. As soon as that money hits your account, or as soon as you go to the bank and cash that check, cash it to a savings account. You ain't gonna miss it because you ain't never had it. It ain't never touched your other money. Can't miss what you ain't never had, right? You know, if you really don't.
You know what LeBron said that rich people got 1.7.
Had a good point too that everybody didn't qualify for the money either. A lot of people didn't get it.
Sure didn't.
Did you qualify, DJ?
Thank God.
Me?
DJ, because you said you
Yeah,
haven't.
DJ.
I did
Me?
qualify, thankfully.
Oh,
DJ, not you. DJ. You
Oh,
said you
DJ,
never
did you
got yours. I
qualify?
said, did you qualify, honey?
I don't know, but my coins are still coming in, so I'm okay.
Hey, there you go.
So, but if
Yeah.
y'all must know, I checked my mail today and I got a $500 check from a referral that somebody referred me from went to my complex. That just came in today, so I'm good. Hello.
Okay,
All
y'all.
right,
Dinner
now.
on beat. Dinner on beat. DJ after the Corona is over.
The
So what? I question.
I said dinner's on you.
Oh, he said dinner's on you, sir.
PJ.
What's
It's
the
gonna be on PJ.
what's the
It's
next?
gonna be on me.
Okay, BJ, what's the next topic?
That's a good question. What's everybody watching these days on TV? Since we got all this quarantine
Talking
time,
about
any
all
Netflix?
that relationship. No.
Jay, really ATL chick.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm.
Yes. Like who's watching the season finale of Housewives
That's
of
right, LeBron.
Atlanta
It really
tonight?
does help.
I didn't watch it yet.
I haven't yet either.
Well, of course, because this started at 7 when it came on.
Right. But I definitely will be watching it this evening. Like, can y'all believe they're gonna do a virtual reunion, Rebel? They're gonna do a virtual reunion like us, like this.
It's gonna be garbage. I ain't feeling it.
I'm not here for it either. But it may be funny, if nothing else. Because you know
You're
they
right,
gonna
Jeff.
take their shots at each other.
Have y'all been watching Love Goes? I see Gigi has. That Love Goes is okay. Yeah.
Just says YouTube is TV. It basically is. You know, another good show is called Money Heist that I've been hearing about. So for the next, Ozark is really good. Just I haven't watched Ozark.
Time out. I could not get into Ozark. Like,
oh my God.
I am stuck on season 1, episode 6. Like, I'm like, this is so boring. Tell me, when is it going to pick up? When is Ozark?
Towards the end of season 1, it gets really good. It gets really twisted. I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. It's worth the watch. It's really good. It gets really
good. Fire, Amy. So you might hang in there.
Just I can't wait for season.
Baby, somebody tried me and he's coming.
Oh, Amy. Amy, you see who's
Oh my goodness.
BJ. He said, "Who BJ? BJ needs to
Amy, do you know who that is?
no.
Mike.
Well, sir,
Oh,
if you can help me, I appreciate it.
Suki, I'm actually All American right now. That's a really good show.
Okay, so Ozark, yeah, I said I need to go back to it, but man,
you have to. It's worth it. It's season 2 is fire. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
What
All
channel,
American
BJ?
is good. I like All American.
okay.
So Red Scorpion, I'm gonna have to take you up on your offer, sir.
Is it in Ozark? Is the man and woman? Are they in like the husband and wife? Are they doing this money heist together? Like,
the wife doesn't know what's going on, but she will eventually find out when stuff gets exposed, and it just goes.
I thought she did know when they moved to Florida.
They moved to the Ozarks, so then if you seen that part, then she should already know.
Yes, that's the part where I'm at. Is that they moved to the Ozark? They were moving in. The dude at the club, the owner of the club, got killed. Well, he went to jail or something like that. That's where I'm at. But
Yo, what station does this come on?
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Suki, I'm in season 2 right now, and I can tell you that All American is very good. And you know what gets me is that it's actually based on a true story. I don't know who this football player is. I'm trying to do my research, but it's a really good show. If you want to watch something good, watch All American. It's a very good show.
Yeah, All American is really good. You're right, DJ. It is.
Yes, Haitian love Ozark too. Amen.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna circle back to Ozark and see what it do.
I'm gonna have to watch Ozark. Get somebody. I'm gonna use one of y'all codes, DJ BJ.
Let me clean my cup.
Anybody ready for the finale of Empire? It's about to end.
I'm so behind on that.
I haven't been watching Empire at all.
I was watching it a long time. When Star came on, I started watching Star and I quit watching Empire.
Oh, Star is coming back with a movie. They said they're gonna do a movie.
Nice. Okay.
I do have a question, and I know y'all might laugh at me because I really don't know what's going on. It's all on Facebook and it's all on Instagram. And the viewers, do you want to help me out too? What is going on with Teddy Riley and Babyface? Why are they feuding? Or am I reading it wrong or what?
Oh no! I can help you with that, DJ. It wasn't a feud. So Saturday night, they were hyping up that they were gonna do Babyface was gonna perform his music catalog or play his music from his catalog, and Teddy Riley was gonna do the same thing, like go against their hits with each other. Kind of let the fans, us, decide on who they think had the better music. Just like.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was. But Teddy Riley had a lot of technical difficulties. If y'all looked at hilarious memes all over the internet showing, because Babyface is like 62, Teddy Riley, I think it says 53, and they were having problems with their Instagram trying to go live. So Teddy Riley had a band with him, and everybody was like, "What's going on? Is the social distancing? Why he got a band?"
And
oh my God!
You just don't know, Suki. You just don't know. BJ is our TMZ. Do you understand me?
Exactly.
Yes, he is.
And
he's our TMZ. Go ahead and finish.
You know what? I cannot deal with
Teddy Riley's audio wouldn't work. So Babyface
deal with the vibe right now,
DJ. And so people was like, wow, Babyface actually performing his songs, but Teddy Riley was jamming, but you couldn't hear no sound. And then his connection kept cutting off and cut back on. So finally, a lot of celebrities and people who were tuning in and excited, they said it was estimated like 400,000 people was trying to go live and watch them. And it just failed. So a lot of memes and a lot of people was like, we ain't got nothing else to do at home. So we excited looking out for this, and then ain't nothing happened. So
man.
Y'all.
Yeah.
So basically the trophy goes to Babyface, correct?
I'm assuming
it's like that.
But they said they're gonna retry it again. Is what they said. They're gonna retry it again. So I don't know if y'all saw Puff Daddy had like a dance thing on YouTube a while back. A lot of people hopped on. He got Jennifer Lopez to hop into the dance. He had Tiffany Haddish. He had a bunch of different people hop in on his live and just dance for whatever reason. I don't know. Like they were.
But I heard that he shaded Lizzo.
I can't. He might have. I can't remember. I didn't.
He told her to stop or something when she was twerking, and he let one of the girls from basketball, Drea was twerking, and there was no issue. But when Lizzo started twerking, it was like, Wendy was talking about that.
I hope not. But if he did, then
baby, everybody's saying Teddy made a fool of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was doing
Black AF on Netflix we need to watch too. Black AF on Netflix. I saw that, but I didn't know what it was about. Okay.
Did I freeze up on y'all?
No, but you giving us vertigo.
Oh, well, I'm frozen on my end.
You're not frozen.
Yeah, I'm stuck at least on my end. All y'all are frozen in place. So hold on, I'm gonna leave right quick and come right back.
Okay, what's the next topic, you guys?
Yeah, because we got just a few more minutes at 9 o'clock. We're gonna have to wrap this up. But
YouTube channel, Amy.
Huh?
DJ's supposed to be starting a YouTube channel.
That wasn't part of the topic.
Yeah, we're going out. We're talking about everything.
Well, I like topic focused things. Like these topics is what's up. These hot topics.
Mm-mm.
We're come up with some other stuff.
And you know what? There was some. And it's very healthy because you know we learn a lot about each other. BJ, you back, baby?
I'm back. Honey, I need to take some motion sickness pills. Are we on the boat? Are we on the cruise?
There go the wolf. Hey, wolf.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! What is that? Is that a vibrator back there?
Where?
Stop!
On your dresser?
Oh, my dresser.
Make a phone call across the seas to get that done.
But my equipment tripping. What Puffy said, Kylie Jenner inspiration to young black girls. Really?
Who said that?
Puffy said, that's what LaVon said.
As Portia said, who said that?
Oh, Just, I'm always asking about you, Just, and Lynn T. I'm always asking about you guys. Brother knows that I needed his help to start my channel, but he just throwing shade right now.
I'm off tomorrow. Come by tomorrow. Okay, look, I'm gonna call you out. I'm off tomorrow.
I'm out tomorrow too. But the thing is that you ain't gonna answer your phone. BJ know what's up.
Ooh. My, as RuPaul and them say, girl. Drag Race Untucked when they go, girl.
See. Look at Suki.
But it's really been a pleasure, you guys.
You finna. Yo, we have here. The time went by.
Oh,
it's almost 9.
We've been on here an hour and a half.
An hour and a half, and I want to thank all the viewers for actually sticking with us throughout this whole time.
Yes. I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah.
Maybe they may start the channel.
Talk to me about BJ.
Excuse?
Okay, well, everybody get quiet now.
Okay.
Well, I didn't hear what was said last. That's why I was like,
I didn't either.
I said you need to start your YouTube channel, BJ.
Oh,
okay, but then how about we both just go over there tomorrow, have a little kickback and start our YouTube channels?
BJ, what time you get off?
I get off at 5.
I'll be back home by then. I'll come to your house early.
I'm off.
Just thank you. Thank you. Read the comments, baby.
Just don't get in this don't be too cute now.
No, she's very cute. She's looking Leslie right now.
Just told you.
You're on tail in front of company. You gonna get a whooping when we get home because you didn't show it out.
But you know what? I do want to recognize somebody that's in this panel tonight, and that's Amy. I love the views and some of the facts that she says about just some of the things that we talked about. Because we never really had this conversation. We're always at brunch, and it's a different atmosphere. We all, and Kee Kee. So to actually have a serious conversation about serious and real topics, I love what Amy had to say tonight. I mean, I really was in awe of that.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for having me tonight, coming back. Hey, if you want to, I'm your girl, because, baby, I sugarcoats nothing.
That's right.
Yes, Amy, we appreciate you showing up.
Yes, I do have, Suki, I do have dreads. This is my hair. And yeah, I just had it.
Like an old lion, African lion.
Oh, bitch, you know what? I am a Leo, bitch, so rhyme. Don't say that again.
He said,
You see?
Leo, right?
Yep.
She said, oh, my Lord.
Okay.
Girl, keep it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got somebody moist.
Somebody moist, baby.
That's a good song from Janet Jackson.
And DJ is sexually fluid.
Wait, what little Boosie say?
I don't really listen to it.
Show me your lips for $1,000.
Oh my God.
Y'all, let's talk about
Thank you.
baby. Let's talk about you. Y'all,
Okay, y'all, let's have a twerking contest. Okay, twerk.
Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you, Suki. Thank you, LeVon.
Y'all gonna have to put some money on the table if y'all want me to twerk.
Okay, Amy.
All right now.
Money on the floor. Shout out to King Payne.
I'm just saying, boo-boos. Well, it's been nice. I would like to do this again.
Yo, it has.
Yes, I agree.
It looks like we'll be on tomorrow, DJ.
I love y'all, but
yes, we will.
Is waiting on me.
Just, you heard that, just.
BJ,
Brother said there will be. Hold on, go ahead.
No, I was asking was generated. What were you gonna say, DJ?
No, I was gonna say that just heard what you said, that we'll be on tomorrow. So she got my back. So I'm gonna need you. If I don't see you just, it's his fault.
We're gonna be on tomorrow, most deaf. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Yes, good night.
Have a good one, Amy.
Good night.
Love
You guys stay blessed.
Okay.
Love all of you.
Hey, y'all. Hold on.
What's up?
Huh? What's up?